Hey guys, it's Carissa, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Inky Fairy Designs. Today is Stamp Stash Saturday, where I go into my stamp stash and pull out a stamp that I have had and never inked up before. So today I am using another stamp from Kraftin Kimmie Stamps, and it is called Dandelion. She's absolutely adorable with her big poofy dandelion dress, and it comes with 4 different sentiments, and I end up using the one that says you're a dandy of a friend. I think that's super cute. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to talk to you guys about these new watercolors that I've been using. They're from an Etsy shop, and I found her on Instagram through another artist called Mindy Lacefield. You guys might know her over on Prima. She does a lot of things with them. She's doing a lot of watercolors for them, and so she's been using these, and I saw them a few months ago and I purchased them from Etsy, and then I've been following the watercolor girl who makes these, and she's called Designs by Rachel Beth. So if you look that up on Instagram or Etsy, you'll find her, and she does these really cute tins, and I really love the collections that she puts together and the colors that she creates, because they're not anything like I already have in my watercolors that I have on hand. And so when I see something that's pretty unique, I'll go ahead and get it. And they're really priced well for me. So I can't tell you anything about the quality. I can't tell you anything about the light fastness. I just look at the color and I think it's pretty, and then I get it and I color with it and I'm happy. So one of the ones that I got this time was Succulent Garden. The other one was Dark Forest. They're really moody colors. They have a lot of, one of them has a lot of granulation in them, which I think is really cool. It's in the Succulent Garden. It has, it's called Minima, and it has a lot of granulation. I love that. And yeah, they're pretty cool. So those are the colors that I'm going to be using today. I thought it would be fun, since I had just gotten these in the mail, to film this, and I was doing this like twofold. I was participating in Kathy Rakusen's coloring challenge, which is going on right now, but I'm not getting the video up until like a week after I had already colored this image, and so I'd already posted it on Instagram and everything. But I think it's fun to kind of see it come together, and kind of why I decided to color this whole image using just these 2 palettes. I didn't even pull out, like, I was so tempted to pull out my Jane Davenport skin tones, but I thought, no, let's just make a really cool, funky little fairy. I mean, because fairies can be whatever color, like their skin can be any color in the world. And I thought this Minima color, which has this kind of cool granulation in it, if I watered it down enough, it's kind of like a pretty natural, sort of supernatural, maybe not natural, oh my goodness, skin tone. And yeah, so it was really cool. And then I decided this Moon Glow just had to be her dandelion dress. It's gorgeous. And I know dandelions aren't this color, but who cares? It's a stamp. And that's why I love coloring stamps, because you can just use your imagination. And I love teal, and it's funny because Daniel Smith has a color called Moon Glow, which is my absolute favorite purple in the world by Daniel Smith. And it's funny that this color is teal, which is another one of my favorite colors, and it's also called Moon Glow. So I don't know, it'd be kind of fun to paint something together with these 2 colors. But anyway, so I am going to just continue coloring this little girl, and I use a wet on wet mostly throughout the image, especially on her dandelion dress, on her skin. I will heat set some of the layers in between and come back when that layer is dry and add a little bit more shading. I do a light wash on her hair using, I think, the Black Knight from the Succulent Garden. And anyway, sorry, I got a little bit distracted looking at the palette. Yeah, I do a light wash, and then once that's dry, I come back and start adding some details into the hair, which gives it a little bit more dimension, and plays with all those little pretty curls in that image. So I wanted to talk to you. I hope that this series will inspire you guys to pull out some of those stamps that you guys bought that if you're like me, haven't used, I know a lot of us tend to buy a lot because, you know, we see all of these cute stamps by our favorite companies and we want them, but we only have so many hours in a day, and sometimes we just don't get to all of them, and so our collection grows, but the ones that we've used kind of doesn't grow as fast as our collection. And so that was kind of my reasoning behind this series, is that I just wanted a way for me to get into those specific stamps and use them more often. And I was talking to a friend of mine who's also a YouTuber and a blogger, and she colors amazingly. We were on the Greeting Farm design team together last year. Her name is Jessie Banks, and we were talking, and she said that she loved this idea. She wanted to steal this idea, and I said, don't steal it. Let's do it together. And so today we're both publishing a video for you guys using a stamp from our stash that we have never used before. And so she's going to link to me, and I want all of you guys watching this to head over to her channel after this. I'll have a link at the end that you can just click on and go head over right to her channel. And also you can check out her links in the description box. I'll have a link to her YouTube, her blog, and maybe I'll throw her Instagram in there as well, just so that you can check her out. She's really, really good. What she inspires me with is her colored pencil coloring. Oh my goodness, she's amazing with that. So if you ever looking for somebody to inspire you with that colored pencil thing, check her out. So I'm just working on my super loose watercolor background here, and I'm doing the wet on wet. I'm using that beautiful moody moonlit color from the Dark Forest collection, and then I'm dropping in drops of that moon glow just around her dress and like the dandelion that she's blowing out into the air. I don't know, I just thought it would look pretty, and I really love the effect. And then I'm using the two different greens, Irish Mint and Dense Woodland, on the grass, and I also used that color on her dress. So it was really fun to kind of swatch out these new colors and then also just use these new colors on an image. I might do that more often. We'll see. But I also wanted to show you in the end, I make a pretty big mistake, but I fix it. So I hit set it. I'm going to add some Spectrum Noir glitter with a clear glitter brush, and just be careful with that because it's water-based and it can reactivate your watercolors even if they're dry. So I kind of just dab it around my image, and I get plenty of glitter on there that way. So when I went to die cut my panel for to put on my card, I didn't realize that a previous card that I had die cut left like a residue of the sentiment that I had stamped on it. And when I pulled this out, I'm going to show you right here, there was a ghost image on there, and I thought, oh my gosh, this is completely ruined. I just went through all this work and now I can't even put it on a card. And I was like, no, I'm going to scrub that out, which I did very carefully, and then I added a little bit more watercolor just to kind of cover that up, and I added my stamp on there. I put it on a card, and I think it looks great. You can't even really tell unless you really look closely, or you watch this video and see that I made a mistake. But here's some close-ups of my card finished and my coloring, and I think she turned out really great. I actually really love that Minima as a skin tone and might use that more often in other images. So be sure to head over to Jessie Banks and watch her video after this. If you liked this video, definitely give me a thumbs up. That lets me know that you like this series and you want to see more. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos. And you can take a look at more watercoloring videos here on the left. Subscribe to me in the middle, and then this one on the right will take you right over to Jessie's YouTube channel. You can check her out and see what she's done today. I can't wait to see it either. I don't even know what stamp she used. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.